Starting with Superman Prime, the most potent version of Superman. So after spending 15,000 years inside Earth's yellow sun, he became nearly unstoppable. He can create universes, he can bring life into existence, and even share his power with his descendants. With near infinite power, the Man of Steel is pretty much unstoppable. Superman Prime's powers are crazy. He's incredibly strong, he's able to move entire planets and fight beings even more powerful than he is. And his energy absorption is off the charts. He soaks up yellow sun energy faster than anybody, making him stronger than most Kryptonians. And that's not all. He can even absorb the power of will itself within the Green Lantern ray. His strength doesn't just stop at physical power. He can alter reality, create shockwaves, and travel through dimensions without breaking a sweat. He's also way faster than most, able to break the light speed barrier and even travel through time. He can fly anywhere, even across the universe. He's got enhanced senses, hearing sounds from miles away and seeing through walls or even down to the atomic level. Oh, his heat vision? Yeah, that can melt through the hardest metals, and his super breath? That can freeze things solid. But even Superman Prime isn't without weakness. Though he's immune to kryptonite, magic can still hurt him, and he's not invincible when facing powerful magic attacks. Still, with all that power, he's one of the most overpowered heroes in the universe. While this version of Supes is definitely OP, we're going to talk about one of our favorite villains, Necron, here in a little bit, so stick around. The Endless. They're not one person, but 7 siblings who represent potent forces of the universe. These supernatural beings each have a unique role: dream, death, destiny, despair, desire, delirium, and destruction. Each is the ruler of their own realm, but they don't always get along. In fact, they're more like a dysfunctional family with near unlimited power. Okay, let's break it down. Dream controls the world of dreams and imagination, while death guides souls into the afterlife. Destiny manages fate itself, and despair, well, she reigns over hopelessness. Desire's got a knack for pushing people's wants and cravings, and delirium, as you can guess, deals with confusion and chaos. And finally, destruction used to be all about creating, but now he's kinda checked out from his duties a little bit. Beyond this, each member of the Endless lives in their own domain, where they have absolute power. But they don't like visiting each other's realms unless they have to. Death is the only one who can move freely between them all. Even though they're all incredibly powerful, they have one major rule. If they die, they get replaced by a different form of their role. But if they're just absent, well, things get crazy. These beings are nearly all-powerful in their areas, but not invincible. Only a handful of beings are more powerful than they are. They can teleport, they can bend reality, and they can shape the universe to their will. But don't expect them to stay down for long. They always find a way back. Mr. Mixopolyctic, Mr. Pixtic, Mr. Pigstick, Mr. Prolific, Mr. Prophylactic, Mr. Blackflit. As always, I'm just gonna call him Mr. Mix. He's a mischievous creature from the 5th dimension who loves to mess with Superman. Here's the thing. This guy doesn't just break the rules, he rewrites them. Mr. Mix can bend space, time, and reality itself. Want him to make you disappear? Dunskies. Need him to create something out of thin air? Easy. It's just all funny to him. He can do it all. He's kind of like Q from Star Trek. But I know what you're thinking. How do you stop him? Well, there is one way. You make him say his name backward. That'll send him packing back to the 5th dimension. But here's the catch. He doesn't want to go all out with his power. If he did, the whole DC universe could be in trouble. Let's talk powers. Mr. Mix's magic is nearly unstoppable. He can teleport, manipulate reality, create and destroy life with a thought, and even heal instantly. Oh, he can also fly as fast as Superman. It's kinda not bad for an imp, right? But here's the thing, he's got limits. He follows self-imposed rules, like the spell my name backward trick. And his obsession with pranks means that he usually spends his time goofing off, not fighting seriously. So while he is definitely a significant threat, he's also his own worst enemy. Next on the list is Anti-Monitor, one of the most dangerous villains in the DC universe. He's the ruler of the antimatter universe and kicked off the epic crisis on Infinite Earths, wiping out heroes and villains and nearly destroying everything. This dude is a cosmic powerhouse with one major ability: absorbing the power of entire universes. Yeah, you heard that right. This dude's absorbed over 1 billion worlds. Talk about overpowered AF. But here's the thing, the Anti-Monitor isn't just a big dude with a mean streak. He is a force of nature who wants to destroy all positive matter in the multiverse. He's battled the most prominent heroes and won without breaking a sweat. His powers include firing antimatter blasts that can wipe anything out, absorbing energy, and even warping reality itself. Oh, and just for a little bit of extra flavor, he's also immortal and super strong. I mean, the guy once held Supergirl like she was a doll, so, no big deal. But even the Anti-Monitor has his weakness. If his energy isn't contained, it starts to dissipate. Plus, anything living near his energy field can get seriously hurt, so he needs his containment suit to stay in check. So yeah, this guy, kind of a big deal. With his powers and evil plan to erase everything, you don't really want to mess with the Anti-Monitor. Spectre embodies God's wrath and proves that even heroes can be terrifying. He's not just a regular hero though, he's a cosmic entity created to punish the wicked, and he's taken over several human hosts over the years. The most famous host? Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern. With Spectre's near unlimited powers, he's defeated some of the strongest heroes, like Shazam, without even breaking a sweat. He even took down the Anti-Monitor, that dude who's bad AF that we just talked about? Yeah, brought him down in hand-to-hand combat. Okay, let's talk power here. Spectre's strengths are almost as big as his role. He can do just about anything, punish the wicked in bizarre, iconic ways. His power comes straight from the Presence, which is DC's version of God, and that means that there are rules about what Spectre can and can't do. Without those rules, he would be nearly unstoppable. Over the years, Spectre's had several different hosts, starting with Jim Corrigan. Hal Jordan took over as Spectre in his quest for redemption during the Day of Judgment. After that, Crispus Allen became the Spectre. The Spectre remains a force to be reckoned with regardless of who's in control. Next up, we have Necron, the personification of death itself. See, this guy's not just a regular C-string villain, he's the embodiment of nothingness, the absence of life. With powers like that, it's no wonder that he's among the most dangerous in the DC universe. He can raise the dead, kill with a single touch, and even survive a blast from the Anti-Monitor. Oh, and to top it all off, he even sent the Spectre pack in. So what exactly makes this guy so terrifying? First off, he's not alive. He doesn't have a soul, so he's immune to the Spectre's power. He's more like a force of nature, feeding off the void before existence and the energy released at the time of death. He can even summon lightning bolts of dark energy that can hurt the toughest heroes, like the Guardians of the Universe. But nobody's completely unstoppable, right? Wonder Woman did manage to block his lightning once, but it still threw her across the room. So Necron, as mentioned, reanimates the dead, turns them into zombies under his control, and with a touch, he can freeze any mortal being with supernatural cold. But here's the catch. Necron can't exist in this universe without a link to the land of the unliving. Without that, he's just dead weight. So while he might not be able to walk around at will, he's still the ultimate force of destruction when he's here. Perpetua isn't just a villain, she's the creator of the multiverse itself. Yeah, that's right. She made the Monitor, the Anti-Monitor, and the World Forger, setting the whole multiverse in motion. This absolute powerhouse can reshape entire galaxies, make them rise and fall at will, and has caused chaos in some of the biggest DC storylines like Dark Knight's, Metal, and Year of the Villain. If she shows up, you can expect everything to change. So what makes her so insanely powerful? First off, she's nearly omnipotent. That means she can do almost anything. Alter reality, manipulate time, and even create and destroy entire universes. Oh, and she wields something called crisis energy, which gives her godlike powers that can reshape the very fabric of existence. Not to mention she can also disintegrate people with a single thought, so yeah, pretty terrifying. It's not just about her mind-blowing powers though, she can also teleport across the multiverse, mess with timelines, and read minds. She can even make herself huge, like holding entire planets in her hands level huge. Oh, and don't forget, she can't be killed. Immortality's kind of part of the deal. She's practically unstoppable, not invincible. It does take a lot to stop this godlike being from doing whatever she wants to, though. The Darkest Knight. This version of Batman isn't your average hero, he's a twisted, insane fusion of Batman and the Joker. After killing the Joker and falling into a deadly trap, Bruce Wayne of Earth 22 lost it entirely and became the Batman who laughs. This new Batman conquered everything in his path, ruling from a throne made of bodies. But it gets worse. When he gained the powers of Dr. Manhattan, he became the Darkest Knight, a godlike force to be reckoned with. So what can he do? Well, a lot actually. His reality warping cards can change the world around him at will, and with his dark magic, he defeats the Spectre, a cosmic powerhouse. He can erase existence, shoot energy blasts, and even summon dark Flash zombies that match the original Flash's speed. Plus, he can go toe-to-toe with beings like Perpetua and Superboy Prime. The guy can even survive hits that would wipe out entire universes. This Batman is a genius, a ruthless strategist who can simultaneously see the past, present, and the future. His mind works on a completely different level, allowing him to outsmart even the best heroes and villains. And while he's completely insane, it doesn't affect his brilliant combat skills. Dr. Manhattan, once just a regular guy named Jonathan Osterman, became something far beyond human. A lab accident turned him into a glowing blue powerhouse, and he gained godlike abilities. He can see the past, present, and future all at once, and with his powers, he can change entire worlds and manipulate time like it's nothing. Like seriously, this guy can do it all. So, I know what you're thinking. What's his big weakness? Well, tachyons. See, these particles confuse his ability to see the future, blinding him to specific events. But if it weren't for that, Dr. Manhattan might rival the most powerful beings in the universe. Let's talk powers. This guy's got a list a mile long. He can manipulate energy and matter at will, he can create life and travel through time. He can even be in multiple places simultaneously, thanks to his ability to simultaneously exist in multiple timelines. Oh, did I mention that he can fly, he's invincible, and he can pass through solid matter without a scratch? His mind is also off the charts. He's got enhanced senses, and his intellect is a few steps ahead of literally everybody else. So, definitely S-tier guy. But hey, nobody's perfect. Tachyons can screw with his ability to see in time. But look, the guy is a cosmic force, and there's no stopping him when he's in control. Speaking of in control and overpowered, we've got Black Adam. We're going to talk about him here in a little bit, so don't go anywhere. The Presence is the ultimate cosmic being in the DC universe, representing the personification of the Abrahamic God. He's omnipotent and omniscient, meaning there's nothing he can't do and nothing he doesn't know. So when the Presence shows up, there's no suspense. He's the one who's calling the shots. Powers? I'm talking limitless. He created the entire multiverse, including all of the cosmic energies to keep everything in balance. He can travel between dimensions in the blink of an eye and even exist outside of creation. If he wanted to, he can instantly change his form, appearing as anything or anybody. Oh, and he's immortal, meaning that nothing can harm him. But even with all of that power, the Presence has one rule that he won't break: a strict moral code. That's the only thing that holds him back. Beyond that, though, he's pretty much unstoppable. He knows everything there is to know about the universe and can be anywhere at any time. His skill set includes charisma, genius-level intellect, and even a little bit of magic. The Presence defines godlike power, and there's no way to outmatch him. Icon is one of the strongest heroes in the Milestone universe and has an out-of-this-world past. His real name is Augustus Freeman, but he's actually an alien from the planet Terminus. So back in 1839, his spaceship crashed on Earth, and to blend in, his life pod changed his appearance to match the first sentient being he encountered, a slave woman named Miriam. Well, she took him in and raised him as her son, calling him Augustus Freeman. On top of that, Augustus lived a quiet life for almost 200 years, hiding his alien powers. He had the strength and speed of Superman, could fly, and shoot powerful energy blasts. But he didn't use his powers much, staying in the shadows and living normally. That was until he met Raquel Evans, a young girl who pushed him to become a hero. She convinced him to use his abilities to help the community, and that's when he became Icon. Interestingly, Icon's strength is crazy, but he's not just about fighting. He's smart, a lawyer by day, and he's been part of teams like the Justice League and Shadow Cabinet. These days, he fights alongside his sidekick Rocket for the good of Dakota City and the world. Darkseid is one of the most powerful beings in the universe, ruling the fiery planet of Apocalypse. This guy's been causing nothing but trouble for heroes like Superman and Wonder Woman for ages, and his power just keeps growing. He was first seen in Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen number 134. Darkseid is a force that nobody wants to mess with. Despite this, the guy isn't just strong, he's a new god, meaning that he's on a whole other level. His powers are also out of this world. His body is basically pure evil and he can manipulate energy like nobody else. Oh, his Omega Beams are his signature move, powerful enough to take down Kryptonians, destroy planets, and even bend time and space. He can teleport, control gravity, and regenerate when hurt, and he can also read minds, fly, and fight forever without getting tired. But that's not all. Darkseid can also absorb energy from powerful beings to make himself even stronger. He's survived the destruction of planets and battles with gods. His mind is sharper than any normal humans, and he can control reality itself if he wants to. Darkseid's whole goal? He wants to conquer the universe and bend it to his will by finding the anti-life equation. And with all the power that he's amassed, you can bet that he's not going down without a fight. Black Adam, also known as Teth Adam, isn't just another superhero. He's got the strength of Egyptian gods behind him, which makes him one of the toughest guys around. First showing up in the Marvel Family #1, Black Adam shares a similar origin to Shazam, but he's much older and much meaner. His abilities include super speed, super strength, and flight. He's got the stamina to keep going for days without tiring, and his lightning powers can take down anybody unlucky enough to get in his way. He can also heal faster than most, making him really tough to defeat in battle. But it's not just his powers that make him dangerous, it's his ruthless attitude. Black Adam's not afraid to take down anybody standing in his way, and he's got the magical abilities to back up his fury. He can manipulate magic, shoot powerful energy blasts, and even share his godly powers with others. Black Adam is always ready for a fight, no matter how tough the opponent is. Next on our list is J'onn J'onzz, aka the Martian Manhunter, who might look calm and collected, but trust me, this guy is way more muscular than he seems. One of the last survivors of Mars, J'onn was brought to Earth by accident. After that, he took on the role of Martian Manhunter and became one of Earth's greatest heroes. The guy's got a lot going for him: super strength, shape-shifting, telepathy, flight, invisibility, and Martian vision, just to name a few. Oh, and not to mention his ability to phase through solid matter. He's one of the most powerful members of the Justice League and could go toe-to-toe with Superman any day if he had to. But here's a catch. Like all Martians, J'onn has an intense fear of fire. That's his weak point, which he's constantly fighting against. Despite the massive loss of his family and people on Mars, J'onn always stays strong and protects Earth with everything that he's got. His mind is brilliant and his leadership is second to none, making him the heart and soul of the Justice League. So while he's quiet and reserved, don't underestimate Martian Manhunter. He's got the power and heart to save the day. Lastly, Orion is one of the strongest heroes in the DC universe, and it's not just because of his powerful abilities. Born to Darkseid, one of the most dangerous beings in the cosmos, Orion was raised by Highfather and New Genesis. Despite his rough upbringing, he became New Genesis' greatest warrior thanks to his incredible strength and cosmic powers. Not only that, but his strength rivals Superman's. He can take on almost any opponent. He's also got superhuman durability, which means that he can survive blows from Kryptonians and falls from great heights. But his real power comes from the Astro Force, a cosmic energy that flows through his body. This power boosts his strength, heals him, and lets him manipulate energy and matter. With the Astro Force, he can even defend himself against Darkseid's deadly Omega Beams. Above all, Orion is a skilled warrior with expert knowledge in combat and tactics. However, his fiery temper can be a bit of a problem. Sometimes his ego takes control, making him a dangerous force to be reckoned with. Thankfully, his mother box can calm him down, but if it's busy, things can get out of hand. He might have his flaws, but he's one of the best in the universe when it comes to raw power and skill. And that's a wrap. If you enjoyed watching, then please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.